Touch gloves, good luck to you both.
So Junior Witter,
3-minute rounds,
who fought Zab Judah for the IBF World title in the rain at Hampden Park on the night of Tyson Savares. What is he going to do here against Chris Henry, who arrived this year from Barbados, has won 2 and lost 2 since he arrived on these shores. Witter starting a massive favourite. He certainly can't afford any slip up here, Glenn.
No, he can't. He's looking for a shot at Ricky Hatton. He wants to look good here, and I think, you know, that's what he's going to try and do, put on a good display. And just, you know, he's very boastful. He wants the big fights, and he's got to back it up in the ring.
Sometimes he's looked very good, sometimes he's looked pretty ordinary. That's the truth of the matter with Junior Witter. We'd like to see him in now, I think, with one of the top guys domestically, like McGee or Neary or Ricky Hatton, who Glenn has mentioned already, maybe Jason Rowland. Tall, isn't he, this fellow Chris Henry? His record suggests he might be possibly on the fragile side. Let's see.
Well, he's tall and long. He's got to use that reach against Witter, who's often pretty difficult to hit. Just sways away from punches.
Although Steve Conway managed to hit him a fair few times last time in Belfast, when he came in late, to be fair, to save the show as a kind of substitute top of the bill. Maybe it's form that's best ignored, that, really. Witter fought a brilliant defensive fight, and I do stress defensive fight, against Zab Judah. He never looked like winning it, but he never looked like getting stopped either. And Zab Judah has been the subject of some rave reviews on the other side of the pond. Did prove his chin that night, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He was very difficult to hit that night, and that was a good performance from Witter.
Looking for a big right hand there, a switch hitter, you'll notice. Witter sometimes leading with the right, sometimes the left. Good jabbing from him here.
Yes, that's good. Nice timing with the jab against a taller, longer man.
Usually has a fast, flashy, fitful kind of style, Witter. Has a habit too, you'll notice, of looking to people in the audience while throwing jabs. Seems to be setting himself a bit more for the punches tonight. I think he fancies he can take this fellow out.
Yes, I think that's what he'll be looking to do, try and get the job done inside schedule. And in doing that, he'll need just to not move around as much, plant his feet, and that way he can get more power in his punches.
Switches again to lead with the left. Was stopped in one round by welterweight hopeful Neil Sinclair, this Chris Henry. Doesn't look like Witter's going to do that, but that is a cracking right hand. That certainly jolted him, but he stays on his feet. Well, we can see just how many jabs Junior Witter threw in that first round. He seemed to be setting his feet a little bit more than one has seen him.
Yes, he was, and then that he just slowed down, and the jabs were going in much better because of that. Just a nice loose style, just putting the jab out, not snatching too much, and that was good against somebody who's got a much longer reach.
round 2.
Witter, who claimed that he could destroy Ricky Hatton, the British champion. I rather like Ricky's response to that, calling him the Lord of the Dance. Good right hand from Witter. That's a decent punch too from Henry, who seems to be growing in ambition at the start of the round here. Won 10 out of 13 overall. Chris Henry, based in Cardiff at the moment. Right hand, just off balance there, Witter.
Well, Witter looked as if, when he hit Henry, Henry looked as if he just dipped the knees a little bit. Looked as if that had an effect, that right hand.
There he goes, switching again, trying to find a different angle. Must be an infuriating character to fight, Junior Witter. There's no doubt he does have ability. He's not the kind of fellow that everybody would want to fight. I don't think Zab Judah will be in any hurry to get back in with him, put it that way.
Yes, he didn't make Zab Judah looked the star the Americans are claiming he is.
But it has proved largely a frustrating time for Witter to engineer the big defining fights he needs, certainly on the domestic front. There are plenty of them around out there. Huge beanpole of a guy, isn't he, this Chris Henry?
Yes, very tall, very long reach, but he's not using that reach. He's not putting the jab out with any authority.
Plenty of body for Witter to hit, but he's essentially not a body puncher.
It's all just getting a bit messy. Both of them missing with their punches.
It's a sharp right hand from a crazy angle from Witter. That's his game, really. He's got immense self-belief, this junior Witter. That's a really good right hand. Really looking to rough up Henry. He was throwing him all over the place there. Must have felt for a moment like he was a trawler on a storm-tossed sea, Chris Henry.
Well, he was letting the shots go well there, where he didn't really need to throw Henry about like that.
He's definitely going for the knockout here, Witter. But he's not got it yet. From the Brendan Ingle camp, that's Dominic, son of Brendan, in the corner.
Well, it was another round for Witter, who started to plant his feet, put his shots together quite well. And he got through with a good combination right through the middle. They started to unload, looking to get the power, but then had to throw Henry off balance. I'm very happy about that. They're putting good shots together, really loading up. They're really trying to get them fast hooks on.
He's definitely going for it tonight, though, isn't he, Junior Witter? This isn't his usual style. I think he really does fancy. He's had a look at Henry's record, seen he's been stopped a couple of times, and he's looking to take him out, isn't he?
He is. He wants to make an impression here.
Round 3. Due to go 8, by the way, this one. Witter likes to fight with this half smile playing around his face. Whipping in a few body shots now. Just varying it, trying to maybe bring down that high-held guard of Chris Henry. Not been too many fighters out of Barbados, has there?
No, not many I can recall.
A few cricketers, but I'm struggling to remember too many boxers. Yes, well-picked shot by Witter. He does have fast hands.
He has fast hands and throws punches from difficult angles. Very hard to read a fighter like Witter.
Oh, the head's nearly banging together there. Finding it hard to land cleanly too often at the moment.
Well, there's not a great deal coming back from Henry. He needs to do more. He needs to try and put Witter on the defensive.
We're getting a bit messy. Can't nail him, can he? Nothing clean. really landing in this round. He is a bit of a fancy Dan, Junior Witter, but he's a strong one. He is quite clever, and his reflexes are, at times, remarkable. Oh, big right hand, or two punches. The right was the last one, and it puts Henry on the floor. And I don't think he's going to be able to go from this. He looks in the pathway. It's got to be stopped. It is stopped all over in the third round, and Junior Witter gets the stoppage he was looking for. And I don't think he'd have recovered if you'd given him 100 seconds, never mind 10.
No, he's still in a pretty bad way there. He's on his feet, but they're going to help him to his stool. Two good shots from Junior Witter. He did that in good style with the reflexes, the fast hands, and that power. That was good from Junior Witter.
Witter takes his record to 17 victories in 20 fights. This is 6th knockout. And I think that's what he was always looking for tonight. Just a little restatement of his case to let everybody know he's still around in this light welterweight shake-up. And he is too.
Yes, he is. He did a pretty impressively good punches together, and he's enjoying himself in there.
He's conducting the crowd in chants of Hatton.
Well, that's the fight he wants, and that, you know, it's a display like that he wanted to try and get that fight.
Well, I think he's due a shot at the British title, to be fair.
Most definitely, and I'm sure Ricky Hatton will accommodate him when he's well in the eyes, had time to heal.
I think it's only fair. He's done well with Zab Judah, and he's got a pretty impressive record. He's ready for a British Championship fight, Junior Witter. Those are good shots.
Yes, it was a good left hook and then a quick right hand to follow, and he was never going to be able to continue. I think it was the first left that had the majority of the power. That one really shook Henry up, that one there, and then the short little right was just finished the job.
Don't forget our top of the bill tonight, Anthony Farnell against Scott Dixon, which is a reasonably tasty domestic matchup. Witter winning here, and we're going to see Ricky Hatton's brother in action pretty shortly in the ring here. Be interesting to see what Mr. Witten and Mr. Hatton might have to say to each other in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes 46 seconds of round 3, the referee stops the contest. Chris Henry in no position to defend himself. The winner, Junior Witter. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciations, please. Chris Henry.
Backstage, Scott Dixon continues to warm up for our top of the bill tonight. Dixon against the Manchester hero, Anthony Farnell at light middleweight. Much has been made about Farnell's progress, but Dixon's progress is dependent on a win tonight, which will bring his reputation back up to scratch. That's coming a little bit later on. Junior Witter, nobody likes him, he doesn't care. Adam Smith will sing along.
Yeah, they're all singing Hitman, Hitman, Ricky Hatton here. You've come into the hostile territory, and to be fair to you, you made a statement there with Chris Henry. You wanted to knock him out, didn't you?
I did. He's a good opponent. He boxed Neil Sinclair, that's the one, up in Glasgow. He was well rated then, he's still well rated now. But I'm here to prove a point that I'm here, I'm a light welterweight, I'm best in country. I'd like to fight Hatton, but he's not in. He's out of the picture for a bit, so we'll leave him be. Leave him be.
You said in your last interview, Junior, that you would destroy Ricky Hatton, and I think that's why the fans are reacting here.
I understand that, and I don't really blame them. They want to see the fight, I want to see the fight, I want it to happen. But he's out till March, so if Jason Rowland's there, I'm challenging him, he can step up, I'll take care of him, I'll take that WWE World title off him, and then
You
when
need
I've
a
got that-
defining fight now, don't you? If it's not Ricky Hatton, it's got to be an Eamon McGee or a Jason Rowland.
Oh, most definitely. I'll fight any of them, both of them. I don't care. I want somebody. I want a title, and it's anybody's got a title's in trouble because I'm hunting, and I'm coming for it.
Ricky won't have seen that. He's backstage helping his brother Matthew. What's your message to him finally?
My message to him: good luck. Hope your Iger heals better up soon, and can't wait to get it on.
We look forward to it. Thanks, Junior.
Yeah, it's going to be a great fight.